Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the global community of theatres. I am Crypto, coming to you live from Central Nigeria as always. And I just want to thank my viewers out there who usually used to take out time to watch my broadcast and give an honest feedback. I want to thank you for your encouragement. I want to thank our CEO for relentless uh, work, and I also want to thank the executive admins, the global leaders, and the entire community of TAC. We are on a mission, and this mission is true and um, serious. This mission is is unprecedented. It is something that has never happened in the history of mankind, and I just want to let you know that if you're in TAC now, you are really lucky. The only way you'll be unlucky for being intact is if you hurriedly run and sell your coins. So as far as you remain intact and you hold your coins and you keep doing what is right, you keep expanding the base, you keep helping people, you keep adding value to people's life. Introducing people to tech means you are adding value to people's life and you are helping people. It means you're also solving a problem. Okay, and I equally want to use this opportunity to call all people of value out there. We are inviting them into TAC. TAC is a community of value. We want to add value to our kind. We want to add value to the entire world. And if you're somebody who is looking for a means to make a difference, who is looking for a way to make a change, who is looking for a way to make the world a better place, then TAC is that platform that will give you the ultimate standing. So I welcome you all. It's a beautiful Friday and it's a sunny day here in central Nigeria. And I just want to remind us that our eyes should continually being fixed towards what we achieve going forward. So, and today's broadcast is titled "Tag and Binance," and I just want to let our people know that uh, whatever you don't own, you can't control. Right? Whatever you don't own, you can't control. And in as much as I will say Binance have done a very great job. Binance is an exchange that has really helped Africans, in cryptocurrency adoption, and they have actually done very well. I must commend Binance, and I must commend their resilience and everything they've put in place to make sure cryptocurrency reaches mass adoption. Is the Binance actually played a very big role in helping young people in Nigeria get access to cryptocurrency, you know. So they must be commended. However, we really, as we that we continues to expand and we continue to expand from all leaps and bounds, there are some things we need to take into consideration. And people usually think listing tag on Binance is what will give tag value. No, it's not always the case. Tag is, yes, Binance uh, um, is most popular cryptocurrency exchange worldwide. Binance in some days the trading volume on Binance alone, doubles world largest bank, like the three world largest banks, Deutsche Bank, Bank of England, and even the Swiss bank. Like what is being traded on Binance in a day sometimes covers what is being traded on three world biggest banks combined. So it's actually not a small exchange. However, over a couple of days, there has been some allegation and complaint from our brothers and sisters in Africa who just got their accounts being shut down or confiscated. And when they reach out to Binance, Binance will refer them to FBI. And how can somebody who's in Nigeria, you know, uh, go to America in a case somebody account was frozen on Binance and blocked, and when he reached out to Binance told him he will need to reach out to FBI. They gave him a contact, and when he reached out to this FBI guy, in the US. They said he was told that he will have to fly to the US first in order for his account to be released. I mean, that is painful, you know. And this is where we keep advising people that keeping the ideal place to store your cryptocurrency is not on centralized exchanges. Yes, and that is why in TAC we have created wallets that you have control over. The desktop wallet and the mobile wallet. These are wallets that we don't have control over. We TAC admins, we don't have control over all those wallets. But when your currency is being on a centralized exchange, you are not completely the owner, because a third party is helping you hold that crypto in what is known as multi-sig. So, and this afternoon I want to draw our attention to we black people. We always come to the table with inferiority. I mean, yes, a couple of years ago, actually, things like I was actually a victim of that kind of thought, but I'm no longer there anymore, and we think we can't do something. We think we are always striving to make use of other people's platform without believing that we can create our own platform that we can have control over. Like I said in the beginning of this broadcast, what you don't have access to, you can't control. What you don't own, you can't control, right? And we have suffered as a people over the course of since the internet boom. mm, all the great industries that were being built on the internet are owned by Caucasians, and black people are making use of these platforms. And now we'll just take a recap of the top 10 companies, tech companies in the world that have valued trillions and billions of dollars. And out of these 10 companies, right, out of these 10 companies, none is owned by our kinds, black people. I'm not a racist. I keep saying I'm not a racist, but there's problems that we really need to address, right? Among the top 10 companies in the entire world, there's none that is being owned and controlled by black people. This should be a slap on our face, including me. It's a slap on my face. It's a shame. It's a disgrace that we call ourselves educated people, we call ourselves visionary, we call ourselves this and that, and we can't unite and build something that we'll have control over. And now I took a survey and I researched the stock market, and I saw companies, the top companies that are being held or controlled, top executive founders of these companies are all whites. Apple, for example, is owned by a white man. Google is controlled and owned by a white man. Twitter is controlled and owned by a white man. Amazon is owned and controlled by a white man. AliExpress is owned and controlled, right, by a white person. YouTube is owned and controlled by a white man. Instagram is owned and controlled by a white man. WhatsApp is owned and controlled by a white man. Telegram is owned and controlled by a white man. Reddit or LinkedIn, these 10 giant corporations. Tesla is owned and controlled by a white man. So 10 companies and none is owned and controlled by our kinds. Wow. This is actually a big slap to us if we call ourselves educated and we call ourselves spiritual, religious. How can we have 10 companies that are generating billions and trillions for people, and yet we won't be able to build us? What is wrong with us? Is us starting the mind, and this is why TAC is here. So these are companies that are owned and controlled, and these are companies that are built on Internet 2.0 or Internet 1.0. Now I'm going to the fourth industrial revolution. I also made a research about 5 top cryptocurrency exchange, and they are all owned by white people. Okay, let's go to yes. Who owns top 5 crypto exchanges? Binance is owned by CZ, checks and bar and chess and bar or then Zhao from China. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce his name correctly. OKS is owned by a white man. Luno is owned by a white man. FTX is owned by a white man. Coinbase, 5 top cryptocurrency exchanges are all owned by white people. and we are at the dawn of the fourth industrial revolution. Let's think about this. Okay, how do you intend to be truly wealthy if you don't create systems that can empower you? If we don't create systems that will empower us, how do we create wealth for ourselves and for our children yet unborn? And this is where Africa gets it wrong. When I went to Twitter, I saw my brothers and sisters, especially Nigerians, are just lamenting, they're crying, they are whining, complaining. And I said to myself, why can't we build our own? If only we build our own, what we own, we don't have all these problems. Now let's go to Binance terms and conditions. And this is where I will share my screen. This is where it gets more interesting. Binance terms and conditions. Now I will share my screen. Okay. The network is bad. Sorry, oh. I can see it from here. So now let's come to um, let's open it. Now this is Binance terms and condition. Unless I'm going to read it clearly so that we'll get to understand. It says Binance and Binance Chain Community reserves the right to refuse service of the site or to bar transactions from or to or terminate any relationship with any user for any reason or for no reason at any time. Without limiting the generality of the foregoing, this includes but is not limited to any one form or in jurisdictions that do not offer nor do not meet international anti-money laundering slash ACTF. I don't know what that means. Standard as set by the FATF. I think it's an agency in the US. I don't know. Anyone that is politically exposed person within the meaning of the FATF 40 recommendation, or anyone that fails to meet any due diligence standards or requests or requirement of Binance and Binance Chain Community. All times you may be subject to enhanced user diligence procedures in your use of the site and any service. This is the statement contains clause. You understand? It's really serious. Yes. So we all read the terms and conditions of Binance and we see what it is, right? And I'm not saying Binance is entirely bad, right? To be honest, there are our people try to scam people on the peer-to-peer exchange there. And sometimes when you report peer-to-peer, when you somebody intend to scam you and you get scammed through peer-to-peer and you complain to Binance, Binance then block the account of that person that is trying to scam you. So it's not entirely bad. The operation is not entirely bad. Okay. I mean, I trade on Binance as well. So, but read that carefully. In the coming days, Africans will be mostly targeted because, believe it or not, Africans are the highest adopters of cryptocurrency. Even though we don't build it, we don't with infrastructures, it's not built by us, but majority of the users of cryptocurrency are mainly Africans. So these guys they will come for us. So imagine you having your TAC coin now trading on Binance, and all of a sudden you wake up one day and exchange is totally shut down. It's not because why you can't do anything because it doesn't belong to you, right? Who are you going to reach out to? Binance doesn't have a physical, it doesn't even have a physical headquarters if you don't know. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to do one now, but Binance doesn't have any physical presence. So how will you do? How will you reconcile this tension? Should your tag be seized on Binance? Understanding our mission and vision, don't you think we'll come under attack someday? And when I say our mission and vision, those who are familiar enough, the meaningful specific, who understand the mission and vision of tag, we know what I'm saying. We listing tag on Binance. Can't we have our exchange? Our exchange is not just for trading tag. You can actually trade Bitcoin, you can trade Bitcoin Cash, you can trade Litecoin, right? On tag exchange. And I'm not saying tag exchange might not be and as advanced as Binance, but it is owned by your kind, like you and me. Those who own this exchange are your brothers and sisters. Come, let's build it together. Own, become an owner of tag by using your own platform so that people will not subject, because these guys don't imagine somebody's $500,000 is being hijacked, like it's being seized on Binance. And these people think we are not Africans are not worth $500,000, right? So listing tag on Binance is, for me, I'm now seeing, and tag exchange will not remain like this forever. I want you to bear this in mind. Binance started in 2018. Tag just gave birth a few months ago, right? So Binance equally evolve over time. The same tag exchange will not remain like this forever. We will definitely have vibrant exchanges, and we will build what is ours and what we have control over. Okay, so that is it. I mean, in the coming days, just like coins are being listed on Binance, that is how people be listing their coins on our exchange, on Tag exchange. You might not, you think it will remain like this. You think Tag will remain stagnant like this forever. I laugh at you. You are having myopia. You are myopic. You are having, or I would say you're having cataracts. You can't see beyond your nose. Tag will not remain like this forever, right? Tag will not remain like this forever. So we're calling our brothers and sisters to come and trade on what is being. Tag is the first mover. And if you ask me, I would say in the future, when the government want to oppress you, they will simply imagine what it will happen if your entire savings are being confiscated, and somebody, you are in Africa and somebody is telling you before you have access to your money you come to the US. I mean, think about it. It's time for us to create what is ours. Let's start from somewhere. Let's start small. We are starting small in tag, but we are not remaining small. Become a visionary. We might start small today, but we're not going to remain small forever. Tag will not remain like this forever. So it's your platform. You can never be trading on Binance or on Tag Exchange someday, and somebody will tell you, and your funds will be seized, and somebody will tell you before you can have your funds, you must come to Caribbean, or you must come to this and that. No, you don't have that on Tag Exchange. On an exchange that is built by your own kit and kin. So what Tag Exchange, why? Oh, sorry, I wanted to write. Let me edit it. Um, why? Why Tag Exchange idea? So, I said why Tag Exchange is ideal for our vision and mission. Those of us that read at the tag white paper and knows our plan on settling debts that are owned by China and the entire world all over, we understand that I mean, this thing is becoming dark. I don't know why. And the slides, so you can see me now. Mhm. Yes. So those of us that truly understand the mission and vision of tag, we know that listing tag on Binance is dangerous. Yes, I've said it. If you understand the mission and vision of TAC carefully, critically, you will know that listing TAC on Binance is useless. And I just made mention of the top five cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. Binance is first. Who owns Binance? The Chinese. So maybe you might think the Chinese are against crypto, but one of them is in charge of the world's biggest exchange. Think about it. So we need to build our own model, our own Binance. We need to build our own Binance. And my mind is completely off on this. I don't even see tag trading on Binance. We might do that. I don't know. We have a vibrant CEO who is also advanced in the industry. So I mean that would be a subject of another day. Who owns if we are saying let's list tag on Binance, we don't know what tag mission and vision is. It's dangerous for us, my people. But I'm not saying, again, I wish to reiterate that I'm not saying Binance is completely evil. I mean, the guy, compared to Coinbase, the guy, CZ, has done a very good job. He has done very well in helping young Africans access cryptocurrency. And we in TAC also, we are on our way to doing that. And we will do it. And we are doing it. So yes, TAC exchange might not be as vibrant as Binance, but we're starting somewhere. We have the first, like Mr. Bonus would say, we have the first mover advantage. And if you truly believe, if you're truly educated, and if you're a visionary and you're spiritual, you understand what TAC is trying to do and why TAC needs its own platform to stand and not depends on other platforms. Why can't we be owners of this fourth industrial revolution instead of users? We keep using, and we can even go into cryptocurrency. The top 10 cryptocurrencies on the exchange are not on the market, are not still owned by black people. The majority of people that control Bitcoin are not black people. Majority of people that own Ethereum are not black people. Majority of people that own BNB are not black people. Majority of people that and the founders are not even black people. The founder of Bitcoin, we can argue, even though nobody knows him, is not a black man. The founder of Ethereum is not a black man. The founder of Binance is not a black man. Why can't we have something? The founder of Coinbase is not a black man. Why can't we have something that is also ours? Tell me, point to coins that are owned by black people on the cryptocurrency market. It shows how inferior we are, how we hate ourselves. We don't believe that we can build stuff. If you don't believe, I believe. We are born for this mission. And it might just take time. We are unstoppable. And we are on course. So I just want my brothers and sisters to please understand this. What we give type value is you and I, and how we've added value to people around us. And how can we do that? Do your part. In these trying times, don't say you don't have anything. No, create value. By introducing tag to people, you are creating value, you are helping people, you are changing people's life. It might not be evident now, but we are planting. This is planting time. There's planting time and there's harvest time. We need to understand where we are in TAC. Where we are in TAC right now is planting time. And how can you plant? You plant by introducing these things to people. It's about love. There's love in sharing. You can't become you becoming you if you are even the only billionaire in your community. It will be you won't live long to enjoy your wealth, because always people will be coming to you. Why can't you use this opportunity and empower yourself, empower your people? And I used to say it again. If you're a true Christian or a true Muslim, or if you are truly spiritual or you truly care about people, then TAC is the ideal platform for you to leverage on and add value to humanity, and ultimately add value to people of color worldwide. Thank you very much for being part of this show. Please let me know what you think. Let's exchange ideas. Talk to me in the comment box. Let me know what you think, and also share these videos to people. Let them know what you are doing as a community. Let them know that they are kit and kin at building something that will add value to us and to everybody else. Like and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my page. Thank you very much once again as that continues to go uphill. Peace.